7 pars to this point of her day for Sun Young Yu.
Oh, that could be problematic as well. You certainly want to be left of centre, but down there's a number of pine trees that guard that left corner that could have them blocked out. Now the young Japanese star, who has an Australian coach, Gareth Jones, who spends a lot of time in Japan with the Japanese national squad here with NASA.
Her second full year on the LPGA, and now Minjee Lee needs to hold this to keep on the pace. Oh, that was a tricky one and very well negotiated.
Confidently struck.
Downhill, right to left. Beautiful read, beautiful stroke.
Seven iron in hand for Ko. This whole location today, if anything, you probably want to be short of it, which doesn't leave you much room to play with. Just because I think it's going to be hard to stop it from beyond the pin. This headed for the right edge of the green.
That could trickle away immensely. It's a really sharp front to this green, and away she goes.
Come on, Handa.
Now a little bit of an opening now for the West Australian.
It's a flag that has dominated women's world golf of recent times, and it's poised to do so again at Kooyonga in 2018, unless the local contingent led by Hannah Green can charge to claim the Koreans.
This headed down the right-hand side, might use that backboard.
Oh, yeah.
Come on back. Should start to pick up a little bit of speed. There you go.
Still going.
I'm not sure she's ever played in quite in front of all of that gallery and support.
Needs some grip.
Yeah, bunker's getting a little bit wet, difficult to get the spin, and they always seem to slope downhill towards the flag here at Kooyonga. Now this is what faces these two players, missing the fairway to the left. Still got a shot. Now will it sit? Just barely. That's well done. Such a difficult par 4, the 8th. So important to hit the fairway. You're a little bit behind the 8 ball when you miss it left. You can get some iffy lies. There's a very sandy area, pine cones. It's certainly a long tee shot from Choi to get it all the way up there.
She's had all 3 regular results through the 3 days of the tournament. Par on the opening day, birdie on Friday, and bogey yesterday. So she's mixed around her fortunes at the 8th, has Jin Choi.
Well, that big pine tree in front, the limbs overhanging, it's really going to cause her to have to think about what sort of shot she's going to play here. Can't afford to let it get up too quickly. It's probably about 140, 145 metres or so to the flag. Bye-bye.
Yeah, that's the fast track to trouble at the back of 8 for Jin Choi. Seemed to nip it really cleanly, and you never know out of those lies. Hoping it was going to be not as strong now. This tricky ridge at the front of 7.
Looking at Jin Yun's practice swings as well, she's going to take quite a bit of turf with this, probably keep the club on the ground for almost a foot. It's just that slight downhill lie. Really need to nip it tightly off the top of the grass. Caught that a little high on the club face.
Needed about another yard or so of carry and it would have filtered down from right to left, slightly downhill. Tough hole location here at the front of 7.
Back to the American veteran. Putting herself well at the Australian Open, Christy Kerr. 2 under today to be 4 under for the tournament. And So Yeon Ryu. Needed the backboard. Popped into the air and down she goes for a 1 under 36. 5 under for the tournament. She's capable of pretty spectacular things. It'll have to be magical on the back 9 though to challenge the leaders. Still another very good tournament for So Yeon Ryu. Now from the sand to try and save par for Catherine Kirk.
Oh, she's on fire. Well done. That's a heck of a save.
Well, 1 on 9, 1 on 14 where she scrambled pars, and it's just kept this round going. Only 5 from the lead. She's running out of holes, but keeps sinking past to stay in the fight. Now still Jin Young Ko's turn at 7, Ali.
It is, and you know, this putt, it's back up the hill slightly. We'll move right to left, but mainly in the first half of the putt. It should straighten out just a little bit toward the end, the last 3 feet.
Right.
Well struck putt.
Well, the 2-shot swing's on. No better than bogey for Jin Young Ko. Takes her 4, and now Hannah Green can contemplate a 2.
Currently, that lead for Jin Young Ko has dropped to 2 shots as Hye-Jin Choi is at 9 under. Hannah Green currently at 7.
And this is a real feel putt. Probably almost at least a ball outside the right edge. Will curl round.
Well, that's disappointing. But it is very fast from behind that hole. That hole today really kind of back towards that back ridge alley, and even though it was a beautiful shot, it's not the best angle to putt from. So you've got to put that disappointment of not making that putt out of your mind. Focus on the hole out. That's well done.
So Green is 4 from the lead, but the drop shot from Jin Young Ko means she only has a 2-shot buffer over Hye-Jin Choi as our final group strides to 8. But she's got her troubles, the dominant pursuer, at the back of 8.
A good illustration of this 8th green and the difficulties it presents.
Oh, super.
Oh, excellent play there for Choi. Very well done.
Now to Charlie Hull, extremely talented English woman.
She and Minjee Lee sort of remind me of each other. They are not afraid to make a bunch of birdies and very aggressive players.
Started very well today, Jie Shin, with birdies on the opening 2 holes.
a winner last week in Canberra. Oh, what a quality play. Superbly judged for Jie Shin. 50 worldwide wins for that young player.
Well, this would be a steal from the rough at the top of the ridge if Sun Young Yu could drain this. 8 playing very tough, and they've not seen many threes at all at the 8th hole today.
Really high ball flight, straight up the middle for Hannah. She has been working on just controlling that ball flight a little bit more. She used to balloon it way up in the air, and she's just brought it down a touch.
This the par saver to stay 2 from the lead for Choi. It goes down. That is a very good save from the back of 8.
That's a phenomenal up and down. Excellent 4 after that poor tee shot that she let go to the left. Pretty lucky to have any sort of shot from there, but she did well to get it up and down.
Easily the stillest conditions of the week right now, and from the claps you can tell this one heading just down that right centre will kick down to the right, but should be very nice.
This hole has been duelling with 17 throughout the week for bragging rights to toughest on the course. It's a little kinder at 8 today, playing the 4th hardest at the moment. But Sun Yun's happy with her 4.
Well, in the northern part of South Australia, you have the Flinders Ranges. There's a lot to see and do in my home state in Australia. And the Flinders Ranges is a sensational holiday destination. Great hikes, beautiful scenery, fabulous accommodations. And it is definitely worth a visit if you get to come to South Australia.
About to make the turn, Minjee Lee.
Went for the green in 2. This is her 3rd shot out of the greenside bunker. Underneath the hole.
So has that to get to 8 under. The script of Jin Young Ko following very similarly to yesterday, where she started well and then couldn't really find a birdie through the mid portion of her round. Finished pretty well, amazing on 17 yesterday. But as expected, we just get that heightening of tension with Jin Young Ko playing with the Australian Hannah Green.
Well, and you have to think a big benefit for these players not to have to play this 8th hole into the prevailing wind as it normally blows here. Players up a little bit further towards the top of the hill than perhaps they would be normally.
For our last group, Catherine Kirk. Oh, she's sunk some long ones today. This for 8 under at 15.
Done well to hit the green. It's always a tricky green to hit. Yes!
Another monster from Catherine Kirk. Wow, what a round she's got going. 6 under for the day.
Former Australian Ladies Masters champion. Has not won the Australian Open. Oh, wouldn't she dearly love to add that one to the resume? That's a nice tee shot there.
Can't really see the pin from where Jin Young is, but she had to walk forward about 10-15 paces just to get a glimpse of the flag. 126 to the flag, and it's an 8-iron in hand. Front left hole location. Front left has been a popular spot. This heading out toward the right.
Well, she didn't like it off the club, but in the end, not a bad miss.
Straight on.
From the Santa here, and a birdie chance for Minjee Lee to move to 8 under. Those are the ones that need to go down. You'd expect Jane, if she is to be a relevant force in the next couple of hours.
Oh, without question, Quentin. But that speed needed to be inside the hole.
.118 to the pin for Hannah.
Glorious. Do you sense the momentum changing out there, Ali?
Oh, definitely. I mean, that was a really confident, smooth-looking golf swing there from Hannah. It's 2 in a row, and especially after that tee shot on 7 as well. So maybe just a little shift.
I think there's every chance now.
Now here at the par 4, 9th. Sun Young Yu. Right centre is the ideal line here at the 9th. Oh, that's excellent. Really opens up that dog leg to the left. Some sort of shot to try and get out. Now, So Young Yu for birdie here at the 10th. Little downhiller.
She'll remain at 5 under.
Now Choi, tight line off the tee. Be careful not to lose it left. Oh, what a shot. Brilliant play. Just took it right over the edge of those trees. Eagle putt upcoming for Heo-jin Choi.
Well, 9 was very kind yesterday, averaging just under par today. Haven't seen an eagle, but she's got a putt coming up, back to 8. Long birdie putt for our leader.
I think she'd be quite happy that she hit the green given the contact from the second shot. A lot of people up on the side of the fairway I was standing on thought that she had missed it and well right. So a real bonus. Very hard to judge the pace with this putt. It is downhill for at least the first, say, 15 feet. Flattens out and then uphill a little bit just for the last 3. A lot of left to right.
No, par, never a bad score at the 8th. Especially when you have a lead.
Green's put herself in another magnificent position here, though, for the second hole in a row. She sees her playing partner take no better than par. It was bogey at the previous and another birdie chance for the West Aussie.
Perhaps not the most straightforward of short putts, simply because Hannah's feet will be slightly above the ball, yet once you get within 2 feet of the hole, it does actually, if anything, break a little bit back from right to left, so just a little unsettling to the eye.
She gets within 3.
Huge birdie. Lucky to get a kick out of the trees.
Not such a bad home after we didn't see it land.
Almost had a home in the hole.
Yeah, like 17 yesterday where she planted it for 2 there. Well, that's a real turn of fortune. Well, you take your good luck and then follow up with a fine piece of iron play.
From the light rough. Good solid contact there to a tucked hole location. Amazing amount of spin she got out of the rough. Well done, Sun Young Yu. It's good to see her back playing well again. Just a couple of top tens last year.
Emma Talley's had a really good day. 4 under to this point of her final round.
Yeah, she said her shoulder was really bothering her quite a bit yesterday. She's going to have it looked at when she goes back home to the States. She says there's just a lot of flexibility in that socket and causing a lot of movement in there and a lot of inflammation. So
She's got to go home and clean out her apartment.
Every time she's had the honour, she's hit a great shot off the next tee. And this is no exception, although it is flirting with the bunkers on the left.
oh, it's okay. Got a good little roll to the right. It isn't the ideal line, but it's okay. And you can't
Quiet on the TV tower.
underestimate how important it is to have a experienced caddy on the bag for a young player, both for Coe and for Green here, Ali.
It is nice to just see, you know, the light and shade that both caddies, Paul and Dean, are giving to their players today. It's so important. It's such an intense day mentally. And a beautiful tee shot here for Jin Young. No trouble at all. So probably opening up a decent angle into this right-hand hole location as well up that left side.
Let's leave the course for just a moment. Catch up with a local who had a very, very good day. Our Steph is joined by Steph Na. Thank you, Steph. And Steph, and indeed Herjin Choi getting within one. She gets to 10 under. Unfortunately, a playing partner unable to follow suit, but 4 under 33 out for Herjin Choi, even par 37 for Sun Young Yu. The lead is the narrowest it's been for a long time at one shot. So Young Yu. And illustrating what Steph Na is saying now, we're seeing some real pitch marks in these greens.
204 to the front, but really just laying up for position here for Jin Young. And no trouble at all. This will kick down the slope and it should be pretty nice. And the angle is just so important here. You don't want to be right of this green if possible.
Well, you're so correct there, Ali, and a smart play for our leader. After a beautiful iron shot here at the 10th while we were talking to Stephanie Na, Minjee for a birdie to get to 8 under. Never quite had the right line. Certainly not enough speed.
Remains 4 from the lead.
.198 metres to the front edge. 3 wood in hand. She's going for it. This is very high and drifting a little out to the right. Didn't seem that happy with it.
And it could be a rather fluffy lie from over there with hardly any green to work with, Ali. That'll be a problem. Well, the course is available. It is there for the taking if you can execute. It'll be left centre off this tee box. Set yourself up for the best angle on this slight dog leg from left to right. Beautiful tee shot there for Choi. His fairways are immaculate, Quentin, I have to say.
Just 83 metres left. Really beautiful angle, barely any breeze.
This duo. Now nips this one beautifully. You can see the breeze hardly blowing.
It's the first afternoon we've seen players being able to attack in such manner.
Well, that was terrific play there for our leader. Oh, we've seen great galleries. What a fantastic scene out there around the 9th green and the 10th tee.
So Yeon-Yu gets it down. Even for the day. In fact, sorry, 2 under for the day and 6 under for the tournament. The South Australian capital. 3rd year it's hosted the Australian Open for women, and another 3 years to come. And this course at Kooyonga owed the names that are on the honour board when the men have played their Australian Opens here. I doubt a course would have a better collection of winners. Norman von Nida, Ozzie Pickworth, Peter Thompson and Gary Player.
Yes, it's an impressive roll call.
But that's a bad moment for Hannah Green.
Very fluffy, dry Bermuda grass over there to the right of the 9th. Tucked hole location here at the 10th. Well done there for Sun Yeon-Yu.
Much more favourable lie second time round. And this looks glorious.
Superb. Gives herself a chance for a par. But different ways of playing this hole. Hannah obviously felt like she needed to give it a go and give it a chance.
A lot of talk on the ball for the world number 11. So a long birdie putt for a chance to move to 11 under. Gee, though, by the time she gets to putt, Jin Young Ko may have skipped further ahead. Catherine Kirk's been an amazing story today for Australia. Blemish free to this point. But par 5s have been a little bit of a tester for her, and finally a dropped shot from Catherine Kirk. 1 and 2 have been beaten by the field, and she took pars there before that amazing run through the front 9, and par at 9 and bogey there at 16.
Pretty straight putt. Want to be assertive.
A drop shot and back to 7 under as Kate Burton returns to the commentary box. 2-shot swing on the cards here in this group.
Which is massive because, as you say, it's just 1 shot in it by a player who has the momentum going with her in Jin Choi. Her compatriot Jin Young Ko does have this putt to increase the gap to 2, but she's only even par. And you look at the players on the top of the leaderboard, they're all under par. Significantly so. So she's feeling the heat of battle.
Any break in it, Ali?
Well, to be honest with you, it's in a little section of the green where everything just moves down to Jin Young's right-hand side. So, if anything, that'll probably compete with the slope a little bit.
Straight in the heart. So, Jin Young Ko does get ahead of the course with a birdie on 9. 1 under for the day, 12 under for the tournament, and that doubles her advantage over Jin Choi. Seems like she's just ridden out that little tough portion, Kate. as she was coming to the turn. Hannah Green was making her little charge for a moment, and well, Jin Choi now is really the story away from that last group, but Jin Young Ko still to be headed as Sun Yun Yu has a long chance to skip up to 7 under.
And it's interesting when you look at the card on the back 9 for the 2 leading players. Jin Choi, she favours the back 9, has played it 4 under compared to her front 9 at 2 under. Jin Young Ko only played it 4 under par, so it's a back 9. It's not her favourite 9, Jin Young Ko.
It's every golf fan's favourite part of the week. The back 9 on the Sunday of a big tournament, and Jin Young Ko has said, catch me if you can from the outset. As yet, they haven't caught her, but the most likely seems to be the world number 11, Jin Choi, leading amateur at this tournament last year when she tied for 7th. She's only 2 shots away. She's playing well. She's in hot pursuit. And the Aussies led by Catherine Kirk. She's had a wonderful day, 5 under with a couple of holes to play. Might be too far back now. She's 5 from the lead, as is the case for Emma Talley. Great response to her tough day yesterday. She's got 3 to play. She's 4 under for the day and 5 from the lead. And of course, the West Australians are there as well, flying the flag for the host nation. Min Ji Lee 2 under today, 7 under and 5 from the lead. And Hannah Green, her state teammate of years ago, now trying to do the job for her country at Kooyonga. She's in the last...